Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson now. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Second year with the Ravens for Hurst. He didn't have the rookie season he was hoping for, just 13 catches. Remember, he's older than the average second-year player. He spent 2 seasons as a pitcher in minor league baseball before hanging up the glove and heading to the gridiron. Now he says he's more determined than ever. Put on 20 pounds of muscle in the offseason. Says he's on a mission with a lot to prove this year. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Good. 180. Let's go, D. Let's go. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 40 yards. Let's go. Pick it up. Let's go.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Here's Hill on the return.
Come on, fellas.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First down, and it's Hill again. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Hill. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's going to let this go. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts, to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He finds his target, Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mayfield now. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run on first down as they get a... About 3, 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
To throw, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Watch 36.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. On first down, Hunt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And Hunt is not going to get there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert able to knock this one through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 98 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. It's complete to Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Mayfield on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mayfield. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And an alley to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go,
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Brown's territory now at the 47. Jackson will throw again. Underneath here to Hill. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. They'll roll him out right. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Cleveland, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.